There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Dunwich Steps. Today, I am doing a review slash overview of one of the greatest underrated film series of all time, in my opinion. But my opinion is correct in this matter. As you saw in the thumbnail and the title, I am going to be talking about Pyscho. And not just Psycho, the entire Psycho series. Now, for obvious reasons, or at least I hope obvious reasons, I'm leaving Psycho, the remake from the 90s out. Because no offense to Vince Vaughn, but that movie has no place amongst the rest of these films. Also, quick disclaimer, I know James's channel Wanna Play, he loves Psycho, and in fact he posted a video last month ranking the videos. My bad, James, I didn't even notice until today that you made a video about that, but this isn't really a ranking, it's more of just explaining how underrated it is video. So let's proceed with it. First thing right off the bat, this is all of the Blu-rays. I don't have the 4K editions. Someday, if I can find them, I'm actually not sure. I haven't looked into it if they have 4Ks for these. I'm sure they do. But this is just a simple Blu-ray collection. It looks great. I mean, I love that cover. Super simple, but I mean, that's all it needs to be. But this has Psycho 1 through 4. I'm not sure if you guys knew there's 4 movies, but the most amazing thing about these movies is that they never drop in quality. They're all so much fun to watch, and they all have everything that the first one had that made it good. So the suspense, the characters, the main character, Anthony Perkins, he's in every single one, which I don't think these would have been as good if he, was only in a couple of them. But he's in every single one, and he continues to do an amazing job with the character Norman Bates. I'm torn because obviously the first one's amazing, but the second and the third I think are my favorites. I think the third might be my favorite because it twists the story around even more than the second one does. And I'm gonna try to do no spoilers as well, but something might slip out, so that's another warning. But yeah, just Anthony Perkins is able to keep the character of Norman Bates interesting. These films easily could have become super repetitive very quickly. And they didn't. I'm not sure who directed each one. Probably should have done more research, my bad. But all of them just have the same energy to them, but they don't get stale. And it's definitely one of the most underrated. I never see anybody other than Wanna Play talking about how good the Psycho movies are. And I'm sure there are plenty of people that have said that. It's not like I've done extensive research into how much people have enjoyed this movie, but me personally, it's definitely top 15 movies. I said it with Texas Chainsaw as well, but someday I'll make a full list of all my movies. But yeah, each of these, the plot is different, and they easily could have just copied the plot from the first one and just redid that, but instead in each one they grow on it. And even the fourth one, which I think is the weakest of these, is still a good movie. There's not one bad movie in the whole series. The fourth one, in fact, the ending is quite interesting because it plays even more into the question of whether Norman Bates is a good guy or not. Because if you think about it, during the Psycho movies, Norman Bates is never a particularly bad guy. Yes, he's killed people, but that's the mother side of him taking over. Technically, Norman's a good boy, although I suppose he did kill his mother's boyfriend. I don't know, that's the question. Is Norman the bad guy? Is he the antagonist or the protagonist, or kind of what's going on? Because technically, I think what the filmmakers are trying to get through your mind is that the mom character, like the mother side of him, is the evil side, and that's the whole question, and that question remains relevant throughout the whole series, and they address it in different ways. The fourth one has Norman as a kid. It has a lot of flashbacks to him and his mom and his their relationship, and I think they do a great job exploring that. I know the mom's played by the same girl who plays Juliet in Romeo and Juliet, and she's definitely in quite a few more roles. That's just where I recognized her from. But basically, if you've only seen the first Psycho, it is 100% worth checking out the rest of the Psycho movies, because like I said, they're all just so much fun to watch. They never drop in quality, in my opinion. Again, the fourth is the weakest of them all, but it's still a really good movie and definitely worth watching. And I suggest picking this up. It was not too expensive. All Blu-ray, obviously, so you can watch in real good quality. If you can find a better version of it, or better edition, 4K or something, I'd say it's worth picking up. And I understand if you don't like Psycho, that's fair. It's not the goriest of horror movies. It's not the most action-packed, but it's definitely my cup of tea. So I would suggest watching it, checking it out, and I hope if you do that you enjoy them as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you all coming over and hanging out. I do enjoy talking to you guys, and I will have a new video after this one, probably going over my horror collection. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's pretty underwhelming. I only recently got into collecting horror stuff, and so it's going pretty slowly, but I do have a little bit. So my next video will probably be me going over horror collection. But like I said, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks and have a great day.